Lansing's only sports station. The Game, 7:30.
Let's play.
Pleasant good evening and welcome to another edition of high school basketball. Here on the Game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN and the Lansing Sports Network, your trusted source for high school sports coverage. We are at DeWitt High School tonight for a big girls basketball matchup, our first matchup of the season that we've covered on these airwaves on the girls' side, and we got a good one tonight. CAAC Blue rivals, the Trojans of East Lansing, 11-5 overall, 7-2 in the CAAC Blue, against the leaders in the CAAC Blue, the Panthers of DeWitt, 16-2 overall. They're 9-0 in the CAAC Blue. Both these teams coming off big victories on Tuesday, and Eric Doc Love is going to join yours truly, Brock Palmbos, on the other side of this break, and we'll talk about this big matchup here, which has CAAC Blue implications. It's all coming up after this timeout here on the Game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN and the Lansing Sports Network.
The Game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN.
Welcome back to DeWitt High School for this big CAAC Blue matchup on the girls' side. East Lansing at DeWitt. I'm Brock Palmbos. Alongside me is Eric Doc Love, and tonight we're brought to you, as always, by the Lansing Sports Commission. No matter the sport, the Lansing Sports Commission can make your next event your best event. Plan on something greater. Find out more at lansingsports.org. And by Jeff and Chris Metz at Dowding Industries. If you're wondering what your future holds and you're not going to college, you found out, hey, college just isn't for you, check out the future that skilled trades can offer you. You'll be surprised. Check them out at dowdingindustries.com. Eric, this is our first girls game that we've had on our airwaves this season. Turned out to be a pretty good one. We had a couple of possibilities this week. And let's be real, the reason we are here tonight is because East Lansing went on the road to beat Holt on Monday night, 67-57. And that made this game important because with their win, that moves them to 7-2 in the CAAC Blue. And that drops Holt to 7-2. DeWitt was able to beat Everett on Monday night, 61-11. And that means if DeWitt wins tonight, they clinch a share of the CAAC Blue Championship. If East Lansing can get a win here tonight, they got to go to next week. And DeWitt has to go to Holt next week to finish up the regular season. We could have a three-way tie in the CAAC Blue this year if things work out.
So that's why we're here. A huge win for East Lansing on Monday against Holt. On the road, too. And so able to come in and have a chance to upset DeWitt on the road and then maybe get a share of the Blue if they can win tonight and win next week as well. And DeWitt falter at one point.
These two teams played back on January 19th. DeWitt won at East Lansing 61-49. And but Coach Bill McCullen told me before the game it was closer than that. It was free throws at the end of the game, which you see sometimes. It turns a 4-point game into a 12-point game.
And also, East Lansing was up 12 points early in the third quarter in that ball game. DeWitt had to rally back, and the Panthers came back to eventually tie it up, and then win, make the free throws late, and make it look like a not close game when it really was.
Maddie Ewell had 18 points. Sophie Beeland had 11 points coming off the bench. But the big difference between them and previous years, we know about the backcourt of Maddie Ewell and Tara Kearns. They're terrific. They're juniors. But they've got a third scorer in Carly Dennis, a sophomore. She led the way for them in that game with 23 points.
Yeah, she's stepped up big. She's averaging 11 points a game so far this season as Carly Dennis. But, she played on the varsity last year as a freshman and had some good solid minutes off the bench. Now she's starting and has been a big contributor. And, yes, her 23 points were a career high in that win and helped revolt them. And then they have won 8 straight games, says DeWitt, right now.
Well, East Lansing's won 6 straight games so far, and in that win over Holt on Monday night, Ariana James led the way for them with 23 points. Sophie Klinger had 15 points. Those are their top 2 scorers. And Coach Bill McCullen for DeWitt told me, we got to contain Ariana James and Sophie Klinger if we want to win this game.
Klinger, a 4-year varsity player. She leads them in scoring at almost 13 points a game. Ari James, a junior, 10.5 as well. So that's the top 2 Trojans for Coach Tori Brooks this year, who have really turned things around. 4-16 last year, 2-8 in the Blue, and here they are with a chance to possibly contend and maybe get a share of it themselves this year.
With a little bit of help next week from Holt when they play DeWitt at home next week. DeWitt, one of the best coaches, not only in the area but in the state. Bill McCullen in his 28th season. He told me before the game, yes, they've got to contain James and Klinger. Need to do a good job on the glass and hold them to one shot. If they do that, he thinks they've got a real good chance of winning. East Lansing, coached by Tori Brooks. She comes over from Holt in her first season at East Lansing. What did she say to me? They got to contain Tara Kearns and Maddie Ewell. We know how fearless they are offensively. And also expect them to play some zone tonight.
Okay.
A 2-3 zone. They want to keep Kearns and Ewell from driving to the basket.
Yeah, Kearns leading them at 15.5. Ewell at 12. The Grand Valley commit. That backcourt is formidable for the Panthers. But East Lansing throwing a little curveball out there. Maybe the zone will slow things down and keep them out.
So we'll see what happens with that one tonight. And we're going to be getting started here in just a little bit. We are coming on a little bit early tonight before 7 o'clock, but that's fitting because of what happened last Friday when we didn't start the game until after 8 o'clock. So
we were an hour and 15 minutes late, roughly, for tip-off last Friday.
That was something else.
In that one. So, we might as well be a little early this one. Oh, it was a fantastic game.
Great game. And we think we got a good one here tonight. East Lansing at DeWitt in girls basketball. This is the Game 7:30 a.m.'s presentation of high school basketball on the Game 7:30 a.m. WVFN and the Lansing Sports Network, brought to you by the Lansing Sports Commission and by Jeff and Chris Metz and Dowding Industries.
WVFN.
Brock Palmbos, Erik Love back here at DeWitt High School. East Lansing at DeWitt in girls basketball. Starting lines are being introduced to the crowd right now, and Erik Love has them for everyone listening out there in Radioland or on our app, the Game 7:30 a.m. app, or at thegame730am.com, or also at lansingsportsnetwork.com.
Everywhere. We got to cover it everywhere.
We do.
Starting for the East Lansing Trojans in the backcourt, a junior 5'9", number 2, Ariana James. A junior 5'1", number 3, Nevaeh Vasquez. A senior 5'6", number 5, Sophie Klinger. A senior 5'8", number 13, Annika Mullins. And the lone starting forward tonight, a junior 5'9", number 33, Maddox Garant. For the DeWitt Panthers, in the backcourt, a junior 5'6", number 10, Maddie Ewell. A junior 5'6", number 14, Tara Kearns. Senior 5'8", number 22, Lainey Hanlon. Junior 5'5", number 30, Madison McDonald. And the forward tonight, a sophomore 5'7", number 12, Carly Dennis.
Dennis is that third scorer that DeWitt really needed to go along with Maddie Ewell and Tara Kearns. They've really needed it for a couple of years now. They've got it now, and they are looking really, really good right now. But this East Lansing squad, we'll see what happens. See what happens here tonight.
When you look at both rosters, Brock, and not a lot of seniors out there. Now, there are players that are sophomores and juniors that have plenty of varsity experience,
right,
either play as freshmen or sophomores and continue to play now. But nevertheless, we don't see the senior out there. Klinger is a senior for East Lansing. She's a 4-year varsity player, so you got to start her right there. And then Lainey Hanlon for DeWitt. They're going to get one senior starter for each squad, and that's it. Young squads that are playing well right now and in the future.
But like you said, they've got experience.
Yep.
So beneficial to both teams. DeWitt in their home white uniforms with blue lettering and numerals and gold trim. They're going from right to left. East Lansing in their road navy blue uniforms with white numerals and red trim. DeWitt wins the tap. And here we go. Maddie Ewell against the zone. Coach Tori Brooks told me they would at least open with some kind of a zone. Here's Ewell, top of the key, goes right side, Tara Kearns. Kearns, skip pass to 22, that's Lainey Hanlon. Inside to Kearns, out to Dennis. Dennis, 15-footer, no. Rebound comes away to Ariana James. Here comes East Lansing. Going from left to right, driving all the way. Layup, good. A little bit out of control, going up against Tara Kearns, but she puts it up and in. East Lansing up 2-0.
Ari James gets a rebound, goes all the way down there and lays it in. You're right.
Here's Ewell. Maddie Ewell guarded by Vasquez. Now right side, Kearns, 3. Around and off, no good. The offensive rebound by McDonald. The putback is no good. The second putback by number 12, that's Dennis, that's no good. And now a deep two-pointer by Kearns, that's up and good. Now going to the press here is DeWitt. We're tied at 2, a minute into this game. Annika Mullins up ahead to James. She's double-teamed and has it taken away. Here comes DeWitt. Number 12, Carly Dennis. Up ahead to Ewell. That's no good. Rebound comes away to Mullins. Here comes East Lansing.
Hanlon stole that away with the Panthers, and then they went down there but couldn't score right away.
Sophie Klinger gets it to James. Ariana James driving on Kearns. Scoop shot, layup, no good. Rebound comes away to Tara Kearns. Kearns up ahead to Hanlon. Hanlon traveled. So what'd you get for rebounds there for DeWitt? Because they had a couple of offensive rebounds there.
Dennis got 2, and then Madison McDonald had 1.
There we go. They've got 4 rebounds as a team, East Lansing with 2. We're tied at 2. East Lansing and DeWitt, 6:15 to go first quarter. Brock Palmbos, Erik Doc Love, now a trap in the backcourt. And do they turn it over? Yes, they do. Up ahead, and now DeWitt throws it away.
Hanlon gets another steal out of this trap, and her pass went in between 2 players, and nobody went to get it.
So East Lansing's going to get it here. 6:06 to go first quarter. East Lansing in front of their own bench, having to go full court. Here's Ariana James. Or no, that's Vasquez, Nevaeh Vasquez. She lost it. Another turnover. Here's McDonald. And now she throws it away. Sophie Klinger gets it up ahead to Mullins. Annika Mullins, she's double teamed. And she's able to get it to Ariana James. Tough pass there, trying to get it underneath, and it's thrown away again. A lot of turnovers here. Sloppy play so far.
4 steal already for
Here's Lainey Hanlon. And she takes it all the way. Knocked out of bounds. No foul call, just out of bounds, and DeWitt's going to keep it. We're tied at 2.
Klinger got back defensively and knocked it out of bounds.
Sydney Black, number 11, is in the game. And 44, Kaylee King is in the game for the first time.
That's for East Lansing. Coming in
Thank you, yes.
for DeWitt, Sophia Beeland, number 40, the sophomore.
She's really their 6th player. First player off the bench for Coach Bill McCullen. Looking to get it in. They do. They get it into Beeland. Back out to Kearns. Now Ewell. And yes, Maddie Ewell, the daughter of MHSA Executive Director Mark Ewell. Now they go right side. Kearns, open, 3. That's short, no good. Rebound, though, comes away to McDonald. Kicks it back out. Left side, 3 by Carly Dennis. That's too hard, no good. Rebound, Kaylee King for East Lansing. And now we got a whistle. Held ball. It'll stay with East Lansing.
And Kaylee King, the sophomore, gets the rebound off the miss. And then our coach, Tori Brooks, said you put the ball down low so a guard was able to come in and jump up with it.
5:10 to go first quarter. We're tied at 2. Here's Sydney Black across the timeline. She's fouled. First foul of the game. Madison McDonald, her first, team first. 5:06 to go first quarter, tied at 2. Inbound to Klinger. Man-to-man defense by DeWitt. High post, Kaylee King. Now a pass over to Klinger. Klinger gets stopped, has to kick it back to King. And now here is King again on the block. Gets it back out to Mullins. She'll throw up a 3. That's no good. Offensive rebound. Black puts it up. Count it and a foul. Sydney Black gets the offensive rebound, puts it up and in. And the foul's going to be on Maddie McDonald. Nope. It was a 40, not 30. Okay.
It's on Beeland.
Sophie Beeland, her first, team second. And an and one opportunity for Sydney Black. 4-2 East Lansing. 4:46 to go first quarter. Free throw, front rim, back rim, good. 5-2 East Lansing right now, 4:45 to go first quarter.
So the freshman coming in, making an impact right away, gets the rebound off the long miss from the three-point shot, and then completes her own three-point play.
Here's Kearns, under the right corner to Beeland, looking underneath, getting it left side. Ewell, a 3, yes. Nice ball movement there, swinging the ball around against the zone. Skip pass works against the zone. That was the case there. We're tied at 5. Here's Sydney Black. Now in the corner for 3. That's no good. Rebound comes away to Beeland for DeWitt. Here comes Ewell across the timeline. Driving. Taking it all the way. She gets blocked by Kaylee King, and she got the rebound. Nice block. Up ahead. Left-handed layup. Good. Sophie Klingler, rather. And it's 7-5 East Lansing, 3:53 to go, first quarter. Nice block there by Kaylee King.
Well, like you said, block, rebound, and then it started the fast break. Finished it.
Looks like a 2-1-2 or kind of a box-and-1 defense. Tara Kearns, right side 3. She knocks it down. And DeWitt's got the lead, 8-7.
Three-point shot's a great equalizer, right?
Against the zone, yes. Here's Sydney Black across the timeline. Now to Klingler. Back to Black, looking underneath the King, left block. Now Here's Black again. That's no good. Offensive rebound, though, by Mullins, and they'll kick it back out. Now it's a three-pointer put up. That's way over the hole, no good. Reverse layup, though. Sydney Black, she got the offensive rebound and put it in. She's got 5. East Lansing up 9-8. Wow.
Black's been the X factor for him so far coming off the bench.
Nice pass underneath to Carly Dennis. Kicks it right side. McDonald 3. Yes. Good ball movement against the zone, and it's now 11-9 DeWitt.
There's always an open spot, and you said the skip pass will work quite a bit in that zone.
Ariana James up ahead. Stolen. Taken away by Sophia Beeland. Let's get it right. Here's Ewell. Ewell in the corner. Dennis, 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound comes away to James. Outlets to Klingler. Up across the timeline. Right side looking underneath. That's number 13. That's Annika Mullins. Reverse layup. That's no good. Rebound, Kaylee King. Kicks it back out. Here's Black with it getting inside. Out of control layup. That's no good. Rebound comes away to Maddie Ewell. Ewell stops at the free throw line. Goes left side. Sophia Beeland. Layup good. They say it's Belland and not Beeland. My bad. 13-9 DeWitt. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Both teams a little out of sorts right now, Doc.
Yep. I think this East Lansing will slow it down a little bit here and try and collect themselves.
James, left side, Sydney Black. Left side, Mullins. Thought about a 3 for a moment, didn't take it. Back out to James. Minute 35 to go in the quarter. Driving against Kearns. Stopping, shooting it up. That's no good. The rebound comes away to Maddie Ewell for DeWitt. DeWitt. Up ahead, here's Kearns. The ball hit the official. Just out of her reach, out of bounds. Didn't really affect the play. Ball was going to go out of bounds anyway. Not a good pass up ahead to Kearns. And now we got more substitutions. Number 0, Andrea Island for East Lansing.
Nevaeh Vasquez back in.
Number 3, Nevaeh Vasquez back in the game. Number 24, Maeve Haddon's going to come in at the next dead ball. 13-9, DeWitt. And now pass up ahead to Vasquez, and she lays it up and in. She broke the pressure and laid it up and in. 13-11, DeWitt.
In for DeWitt for the first time, Riley Hanlon, number 20.
Kearns with it, deep on the right. Now to Ewell. Ewell, left side. Looking underneath, Carly Dennis. Up and under layup. Good.
Nice move, split 2 defenders.
Her first basket of the game. It's 15-11 DeWitt. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Double team across midcourt. Up ahead to Kaylee King. King kicks it back to Black. Black to Vasquez. Vasquez, man-to-man defense here for DeWitt. DeWitt historically doesn't play much zone. Here's Andrea Island. Puts it up. No good, but a foul.
A mismatch down there in the post. A much smaller player, and there was great recognition to find her down there.
Number 20, Riley Hamlin, her first. Team third. East Lansing has not committed any fouls in this quarter. 34.5 seconds to go. Free throw. Good.
Well, it's because DeWitt's taking a lot of jump shots. Those are three-point shots, so not a lot of contact opportunities.
15, an advantage of playing zone.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, Maeve Haddon, number 24, comes in for East Lansing.
Second free throw is up and good. Back in the game now for DeWitt, number 30, Madison McDonald. 15-13 after the 2 made free throws by Island. 30 seconds to go.
Coach Bill McCullen asking for 1 shot.
And it looks like a 2-1-2 or like a box and 1. But they've got Kaylee King right in the middle of the defense. Yeah, it's a true zone. She's not playing a man right now. Mm-mm. Down to 8 seconds. Here's Ewell. Deep on the left. Kicks it right side. Kearns, 22-footer. No. Rebound comes away to Island, and that's going to be the end of the quarter. DeWitt has a 2-point lead at the end of 1 quarter of play. They lead at 15-13 over East Lansing. A 30-second timeout, and we're back. On the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN, brought to you by the Lansing Sports Commission and Jeff and Chris Metz and Dowding Industries.
Lansing Sports Leader, the game, 7:30 a.m.
Brock Palmbos, Erik, Doc Love back here at DeWitt High School. DeWitt leading East Lansing 15-13. in this girls basketball game. If DeWitt wins tonight, they win a share of the CAAC Blue Championship. If East Lansing wins, well, then it's going to go down to the final week of the season, and it's possible we could have a three-way tie.
This game has many implications for it, Brock. And the first quarter, a little disjointed at times.
Yeah.
East Lansing turned the ball over numerous amounts, but nevertheless, only down 2 after 8.
They'll certainly take that. We start quarter number 2. DeWitt has the ball on alternate possession. Left side, Tara Kearns. Kearns to Maddie Ewell. Right side, that's Belland. Belland to Ewell. Looks like kind of a 1-3-1 zone. Anyway, it's a weird-looking zone, to be honest with you. Here's Maddie Ewell, a deep 3. That's off no good. Rebound comes away to number 2, Ariana James. Up ahead to number 11, that's Sydney Black. She puts it up. That's no good. Rebound comes away to Belland for DeWitt. Here's Ewell. Left side, Kearns. Kearns to Ewell. Right side, Dennis. Just around the perimeter. Now Ewell thought about a 3. Now she's going to penetrate, drive against a double team. And there's the first foul of the game on East Lansing. And it's going to be on Ariana James. Her first, team first. And now DeWitt's going to go to the line for the first time tonight.
And this defense, this zone defense they have set up right now, there's really only, it's one person at the top for the most part. And then the second person comes over to help sometimes. But there's a lot of open spots at the top of, when you're swinging the ball around.
A disadvantage of a zone defense, if you can find it. And just watching all these high school and college games, a skip pass where you skip it, going back to the point where you skip it and go from the right wing to the left wing or vice versa, you can create a lot of open looks. As Maddie Ewell makes the second free throw, it's 16-13, DeWitt. Now nearly a turnover here by James, and now she's fouled in the backcourt. Tara Kearns was going for a steal and got a little bit too aggressive.
Kind of got bailed out a little bit there.
Yes.
Did James with that foul.
It's her first, team first. Team fouls are 1-1 right now. Number 5, Sophia Klingler back in the game for EL. Minute into this second quarter, 16-13, DeWitt. James across the timeline. Goes high post to Kaylee King. Now looking underneath to Island. Andrea Island, high layup. That's no good. Rebound comes away to Maddie Ewell. Ewell taking it all the way. Nice pass underneath the Kearns. Left-handed layup is good.
Great vision to find her.
You can tell they've played with each other for quite a long time. Kearns with 7. It's 18-13, and East Lansing turns the ball over.
Good defense by Ewell, and Klinger out there dribbling and accidentally dribbled off her foot, trying to save it from going out of bounds and couldn't do it.
This DeWitt pressure, going to some full court pressures, caused some problems so far. When they do get it across the timeline, for the most part, they've had problems just getting into their half-court set. They've been able to break it a couple of times, couple easy baskets, but it's been difficult. Here's Belland with it in the middle of the lane, has it taken away. Stolen by Sydney Black. Up ahead to Klingler. Layup, good. Klingler broke long after the steal and got a run out, and it's 18-15 DeWitt.
Yeah, Black got the deflection initially, Klinger got it first, and then Black corralled it, and then Klinger took off, and they made the easy 2.
Ewell, right side. That's Belland. Belland, a deep 2. Yes.
Nope.
No, they say it's a 3. Sophia Belland has 5. It's 21-15 DeWitt. Trying to break the pressure again. Here's Sydney Black across the timeline. Gets double teamed, but backs it out to Klinger. She's able to get away from the double team. Now Klingler underneath the Kaylee King, knocked away. Here comes DeWitt, 2-on-1. And it's knocked away. Good hustle by Ariana James. Tara Kearns tried to get it to number 40, Belland, and it was knocked away out of bounds. Nice hustle by East Lansing, stopping what could have been an easy basket.
Yeah, East Lansing looking for the pick and roll. It got denied. Trojans turn the ball over. DeWitt tries to get that fast break, and then you're right, James rushes down there.
Tara Kearns fakes a 25-footer, driving all the way, puts a shot up. Yes.
She kind of got stopped in her tracks. And then
looking for a foul call, maybe an and one, but she made the layup anyway. She's got 9. It's 23-15 DeWitt.
Lefty scoop.
Here's a 3 by East Lansing. That's a round and off, no good. Rebound comes away to Carly Dennis. Here comes DeWitt. Dennis taking it all the way. Layup. High archer. No. Tough luck miss there. And now a scrum and a held ball. It's going to go to East Lansing. a basket there might have necessitated an East Lansing timeout. Who's in the game now there for East Lansing?
Oh, no, for DeWitt. 22, Laney Hanlon's back in.
Okay. Here's East Lansing against the pressure. Vasquez across the timeline. She just dribbles it out of bounds. Might have went off her foot, too.
Yeah, tried to cross over Hanlon, who had just come in, and lost control of it. And this pressure's giving him some issues.
It is. Coach Brooks got her head in her hands.
And Vasquez comes out. Klinger replaces her.
5:04 to go, first half, 23-15 DeWitt. Brock Palmbush, Erik Docklove, glad you're joining us from DeWitt High School tonight. Here's Ewell, left side, Kearns. She's wide open. 23-footer, no. Rebound comes away to Sydney Black for East Lansing. She's got it across the timeline. Goes left side. That's Klingler. And she'll settle. Here's Ariana James getting a high screen from King. She's going to drive. 16-footer, around and off, no good. A scrum for it, comes away to Maddie Ewell. It's her fourth rebound. Up ahead, Tara Kearns. High arcing layup is good. She's got 11. Timeout, East Lansing. And it's a full timeout. We'll take one ourselves. Good timeout, Doc, without question. 25-15 DeWitt. We'll take 30 and come back on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN, brought to you by the Lansing Sports Commission and by Jeff and Chris Metz and Dowding Industries.
Lansing's only sports station, the game, 7:30 a.m.
Let's play.
Brock Palmbush, Erik Docklove here, coming out of the East Lansing full timeout. DeWitt's making a run. They're up 10 right now, 25-15.
Yeah, 10-2 run to open up this second quarter, and the pressure again causing Trojans to turn the ball over, and the Panthers of DeWitt have been able to get some fast break opportunities out of it rather easily.
Here's East Lansing. Sydney Black deep on the right, gets it to Kaylee King. She's double teamed in the post, trying to get it underneath. She does to number 0. Andrea Island, and she puts it up and in. Tough contested layup on the left side, but a big basket for East Lansing. They're down 8.
A great pass by King to get it between a couple of defenders and let her teammate lay it in.
Here's 22, Laney Hanlon. Right side, Kearns. Kearns is leading the way for them. She's got 11. Here's Hanlon. Goes middle of the lane. It's taken away. Here comes East Lansing.
Klinger got a hand on it, but King gets a steal.
Here's Ariana James taking it all the way. Whistle, foul.
It might be on Kearns. It is.
That's her second. And she's going to have to come out with the 2 fouls. Number 40, Sophia Belland, will have to come in. Tara Kearns, DeWitt's leading scorer. She's got 11 tonight. So that's a noteworthy foul. 3:40 to go, first half. Here's James. Gets a screen, looking underneath. Kaylee King, layup. Yes, count it and a foul.
Perfectly run pick and roll, Brock.
Foul on 22, Laney Hanlon. Her first, the team third.
We saw they've been trying to set that up. They turned the ball over once out of it earlier in this quarter, and that one was run to perfection.
25-19 DeWitt. Free throw, yes. Kaylee King with a 3-point play to go with 3 rebounds and a block. And just like that, it's a 5-point game. It was 10 just a minute ago.
Get the timeout, settle things down, and then get a 5-0 run.
3:25 to go, first half. Here's Maddie Ewell, a deep 3. She knocks it down. Her second 3, she's got 7. It's 28-20 DeWitt.
This 2-1-2 zone isn't working out so well because if you're making the threes every time out there.
Here's Ariana James driving. Nice pass underneath the King. Taken away. Foul on King. Over the back, I believe. Yep. That's her first, the team second. Team fouls, 3 in the second quarter. DeWitt with 3, East Lansing with 2. 28-20 DeWitt. 3:05 to go. That was a big 3-pointer that Maddie Ewell just hit on the last possession.
Slow down the small momentum game that the Trojans had gathered themselves.
She's got it again. Gets it to Dennis. Looking underneath. There is Dennis. Reverse layup. No. The putback is good.
Belland.
Sophia Belland with the offensive rebound and the putback. She's got 7 and 3 rebounds. It's 30-20. Back up to a 10-point game. Here's James with it. Top of the key. 2:35 to go in the half.
Trying to get down to the post again, getting denied.
Klingler, top of the key. They go right side. That's Black underneath the King. King driving. Bulls her way in. Puts the shot up. No. Put back. Yes. Count it and a foul. And there's not much that Carly Dennis can do.
She's 6'7". She's got good height out there, but Kayla King 6'2", and got the body to be able to work her way in the post.
She's got 5 to go with 4 rebounds, and now she's got a chance to make it 6 and to cut this lead down to 7. Nope, does not go. Scrum for the rebound. DeWitt's got it. Timeout, DeWitt. It's a 30-second timeout, and we'll take one ourselves and come back. DeWitt 30, East Lansing 22. Come on back on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN.
The game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN.
Brock Palmbos, Erik Love back here at DeWitt High School. DeWitt leading East Lansing 30-22. They call a 30-second timeout to keep possession of the ball after a scrum. And now we got another scrum here on the court. Held ball. Nope, it's going to be a travel on Carly Dennis. Kaylee King making a difference out there for East Lansing. She's got 5 points, 4 rebounds, and a block.
Maddox Garant came back in for East Lansing, by the way, right before that timeout.
Here's Ariana James, gets a high screen. He's going to drive, gets it into the lane. Lost control of the ball. We got another scrum for it. It's going to be a held ball. No, it's going to be a travel on East Lansing. Ariana James puts her hands out. What did I do here? Minute 58 to go. I thought it was a held ball.
I thought it was a jump myself.
30-22 DeWitt. Minute 52 to go. Tara Kearns was back in the game. Nope, she was in the game. She just went back out. Here's Maddie Ewell. Left side, number 20. Riley Hanlon, a 3. Yes! Her first basket of the game. It's 33-22 DeWitt.
She had just checked in on that timeout as well. 5th assist for Ewell in this first half.
Here's Sophia Klingler for East Lansing. Gets a screen from King. Gets it inside. Left-handed layup. No. Scrum for it. Comes away to Maddie McDonald for DeWitt. Up ahead. Here's Carly Dennis. Layup. No. Rebound. We got a foul. I think it's going to be on East Lansing.
Hard luck miss over there by Klinger. She had a nice shot.
Nevaeh Vasquez, the foul, her first, team third. Team fouls, 4 for DeWitt, 3 for East Lansing. Remember, this is the first year of 5 fouls per quarter.
Yep. Kearns back in now for DeWitt.
With 2 fouls. Well, they're on offense, so they can afford to put her back in. They get it back out to McDonald. Now to Kearns. Now to Ewell. They'll set up with a minute 15 to go in the quarter. 33-22 DeWitt. And they may just play for one shot here, Doc.
Well, they're setting something up. They're just taking their time. I don't know if they're going to set up for one, but...
Here's Ewell penetrating the zone. Kicks it back out to McDonald. She nearly traveled. Gets it to Ewell. She thought about a 3. Now Kearns will take the 3. That's off, no good, out of bounds. One thing about Tara Kearns, if she's open, she's going to put it up.
Even if there's...
And I can't blame her.
The slightest little bit. You're right. Belland comes back in for DeWitt. These last 52 seconds.
Ariana James bringing the ball up court against Belland. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. James getting a high screen from King. Dribbling left side. Goes left side. Layup is no good. Out of bounds. Off of DeWitt. East Lansing's going to keep it.
Another miss. Nice take by the Trojans.
Layups, yeah.
Just a couple of them. Just the rim just has not let it go in.
Into Kaylee King. She's double teamed. Bowls her way in. Offensive foul. That's her second.
Carly Dennis took that one.
Dropped her shoulder.
Yep. It was okay the first time when she was just kind of slowly dribbling her way in. That time, you're right, she dropped the shoulder.
And Carly Dennis did accentuate the call, but it was correct call by the officials. The baseline official had the right call.
So King goes out with her second, and Island replaces her.
Here's Ewell, left side. That's Riley Hanlon. Now Ewell, top of the key. 20 seconds to go. DeWitt will play for one shot. Riley Hanlon. Now to Ewell. Ewell, looking. Here's Kearns deep on the right. Deflected, taken away. East Lansing's got it. Here's a layup. No, but if there's a foul.
Klinger stole it away.
Vasquez is going to go to the line for 2. Fouled by number 40. That's Belland. That's her second. Team's 5th, and we got 2 free throws here with 7.6 seconds to go in the quarter.
Klinger with a deflection, the steal, and then
I was blocked by an official.
Yeah.
You had better look than I did.
Vasquez took off.
Free throw. High arcing shot, front rim, back rim, good. Vasquez has 3. 22, Laney Hanlon. I'm going to assume Riley and Laney Hanlon are sisters.
Makes sense.
They're, the DeWitt people are nodding their head. Yep, they're sisters, Brock. Missed free throw. Laney Hanlon with the rebound, down to 2 seconds. Here's Maddie Ewell, a 3. No, and we've reached the end of the first half of play. Sketchy first quarter of play, better quality of play in quarter number 2.
Especially on the DeWitt side.
And they've got a 10-point lead at the half. It's 33-20. 30. Let's try that again. 33-23 at the half. We'll take a timeout and come back with halftime stats and analysis, but it's now time for another edition of This Week in High School Sports with John Ross.
It's the end of an era in Saginaw, and the Student Advisory Council is looking for 8 new members. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. On Friday night, the boys basketball teams from Saginaw High and Arthur Hill will meet for the final time ever in the regular season. It's a rivalry that started in 1910 and has seen each school win multiple state titles. After the school year, the 2 schools are consolidating into a new one, Saginaw United High School. The final regular season matchup will be played at the Dow Event Center in Saginaw, and 5,000 tickets for the game sold out in just minutes. Former Arthur Hill coach Dave Slaggert is writing a book on the rivalry titled Remember the Trojans and the Lumberjacks, and according to his research, either Saginaw or Arthur Hill has made the state quarterfinals 47 times. 36 times one of those teams reached the semifinals. The 2 have played in 18 MHSAA championship games, with Saginaw winning 6 times and Arthur Hill winning twice. Current and former NBA stars like Draymond Green and Jason Richardson have played in this game, as well as former NFL players like Lamar Woodley and Charles Rogers. That first game 114 years ago was won by Saginaw High. The winner Friday will have bragging rights for a long time, unless the 2 meet again in the postseason. They are in different districts but could meet up again for the final last time in the regional semifinals. The boys basketball district brackets will be posted on Sunday, February 18th. Log on to MHSAA.com to see the path to the Breslin Center for Saginaw High, Arthur Hill, and everyone else looking to keep their season going deep into March. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Negaunee Ella Mason. She poured in 30 points in a 57-53 win over Ishpeming. It was the first loss of the year for Ishpeming and moved Negaunee to 17-1 on the season. Alcona's Garrett Summers, his 16 points led Alcona in a 44-38 win over Mayo. The victory secured Mayo's first ever North Star League boys basketball title. And a Holt bowler, Nick Shaberg. He won a 3rd straight CAAC singles championship, rolling a 5-21 total in the championship match.
For high school seniors, the matchup of the year isn't on the field. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Yep, nearly 80% of students who fill out the FAFSA may be eligible. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with the MHSAA's Director of Officiating Services, Sam Davis.
Cheerleaders, usually at the college level, get in the sports headlines whenever an accident occurs, causing a serious injury. In Michigan, the sport of competitive cheer doesn't make the news in that regard. Why? Because this sport, created by Michigan schools, has built-in safety guidelines for competition, including the proper matting and the rules which prohibit dangerous stunts, and safety judges observing the routines. Middle school competitive cheer is more restrictive, allowing the focus to be on the fundamentals that will provide a safe foundation when these athletes transition into high school and beyond. This format is exclusive to Michigan, and just another way that high school sports takes the extra step to make the games our athletes play as safe as they can possibly be.
Thanks, Sam. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, go to the MHSAA website now to register. If you're a student athlete in the class of 2026 who is interested in joining the MHSAA Student Advisory Council, now is the time to apply. The council discusses issues dealing with the 4 S's: scholarship, sportsmanship, safety, and scope. A 5th S, student leadership, is also a common topic. We're looking for 8 new members, 4 boys and 4 girls, to join our existing 8 members from the class of 2025. If selected, you would serve for 2 years and help the council promote the educational value of interscholastic athletics. Members help plan sportsmanship summits, captain's clinics, and other student leadership events. They also help hand out medals and trophies at MHSAA championship events. Council meets 6 times a year, plus attend a 24-hour summer leadership camp. It's a great way to strengthen your leadership skills, meet student athletes from across the state, and get an up-close and personal look at how high school sports are managed. To apply, please go to MHSAA.com. Applications are due by 4:30 p.m. on Monday, April 22nd. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
Lansing Sports Station. The Game, 7:30 a.m.
Palmbos, Erik back here at DeWitt High School. DeWitt leading East Lansing 33-23 as we hit halftime. Let's quickly get to the stats right now. First for DeWitt, their leading scorer, Tara Kearns. She's got 11 points and 1 rebound. She's the only player in double figures, Doc. But Maddie Ewell, 7 points, 4 rebounds. Sophia Belland, 7 points, 4 rebounds. That's their leading scorers. Riley Hanlon's got a 3-pointer. Maddie McDonald has a 3-pointer with 3 rebounds. And Carly Dennis, their third scorer, she's only got 2 points but 3 rebounds. But they've got some foul trouble to worry about. Tara Kearns, 2 fouls, and Sophia Belland has 2 fouls.
Yep, exactly. But Tara Kearns knocking down a 3-point shot, and then she's 4 for 4 from inside the arc in this one.
DeWitt 1 for 2 from the line. They've got 16 rebounds as a team. For East Lansing, 5 for 7 from the free throw line. They're pretty balanced scoring. Kaylee King, I think, has been their best player in the first half. 5 points, 4 rebounds, and a block, but she's got 2 fouls in this first half.
Yep, she come off the bench and played really well as a sophomore.
Sydney Black, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Andrea Island, 4 points, 1 rebound. Sophia Klingler, 4 points. Nevia Vasquez has 3 points. Ariana James, 2 points, 3 rebounds. And that's the scoring there, although Annika Mullins did not score. She had 2 rebounds. Again, 5 for 7 from the line. They've got 13 rebounds as a team. Foul trouble? Well, East Lansing, Kaylee King's got 2 fouls. That's something we got to watch. And for DeWitt, Tara Kearns, their leading scorer, she's got 2. And Sophia Belland, the 7th player off the bench, she's got a couple of fouls as well. So we'll watch that as we get into the second half, which is coming up after this break. Here on the Game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN. DeWitt leading East Lansing 33-23.
WVFN.
Palmbos, Erik back here at DeWitt High School. DeWitt leading East Lansing 33-23 in this girls basketball matchup. Quickly, keys to the second half, Doc.
For East Lansing, got to get out on the shooters a lot quicker. The zone is not working as well. It seems like they're a little slower out there. They got to get out on the shooters' offensive side. The starters haven't produced as much as they have. So I want James and Klinger to kind of step up a little bit.
6 3-point baskets for DeWitt in the first half.
And for the Panthers, the 3-point shots are good, but for second half adjustments, attack the bucket a little bit more.
For East Lansing, they have no 3-point baskets.
Nope.
One of the reasons why they're behind right now. Here we go, starting the third quarter. DeWitt with the ball to start the third quarter as they had the arrow.
Man-to-man.
Out at possession. Man-to-man defense here for East Lansing. Here's Tara Kearns on the drive. Puts it up. No, but a foul.
Or woman to woman, if you prefer it that way.
Yep. Nevia Vasquez, the foul, her second. Team first. Looks like Tara Kearns, once she saw man-to-man defense, it's go to the hole. And she drops in the first free throw.
Only their second chance at the free throw line here for DeWitt. Maddie Ewell had
1 for 2 from the line.
In the second quarter, yep.
Kearns with the second free throw. Good. No problem with either of them. It was almost like a light bulb went on as soon as Kearns saw man-to-man. It's like, okay, let's go to the basket. Here's Ariana James. It's 35-23. DeWitt over East Lansing. Ariana James. Right side to Annika Mullins. Mullins to Vasquez. Right side, Sophia Klingler. Klingler on the drive. Left side, puts a shot up. Good defense by Maddie Ewell. She gets the rebound. Up ahead to Tara Kearns, just out of her reach, out of bounds.
Right idea, just didn't execute it right.
Yep. DeWitt going back to the press. They're up 12 right now, 7-12 to go, third quarter. Here's Mullins across the timeline. She lost it. Oh, lucky to keep it. Vasquez with it. Now here's James in the left corner. Guarded by Kearns. Kearns has a couple of fouls. Now James will throw up a three. That's way off. No good. Rebound, Carly Dennis. Here comes DeWitt. Dennis in the lane. Puts a shot up. Offensive foul.
So Vasquez takes the charge on Carly Dennis. They thought that maybe she lowered the shoulder a little bit on that drive.
Yeah, and she faded to the right, and I thought it was going to be either a no call or a defensive foul, but nope, the baseline official called it offensive foul. Foul on Dennis. That's her second. Team fouls are 1-1 right now, 35-23. Here's Vasquez with it, driving, kicking it back out. Here's a deep two. That's no good by Annika Mullins. Out of bounds, over to DeWitt. 33, Maddox Garant back in the game. 6:34 to go third quarter. DeWitt up 12.
The ball went into the hallway.
Yes, it did.
Laney Hanley had to go to retrieve it.
This is a high school gym. It does happen. Here's Maddie Ewell. Ewell, picked up her dribble. Nearly got herself in trouble. Here's McDonald. Maddie McDonald, and now Laney Hanlon. Here's Ewell, driving right side. Layup. Took it all the way. Tough luck miss there. Rebound comes away to East Lansing. Sophia Klingler. Klingler on the right. Gets in the corner to James. James. Inside to Garant. Well, high post to Garant. And now James. Over to Vasquez. Left side Mullins. Now here's Klingler. Trying to drive. Gets into the lane. Out of bounds. Off of DeWitt.
And nearly a jump ball, other than the ball got.
Maddie McDonald almost forcing the jump ball. In the game now for DeWitt, number 40, Sophia Belland. Back in the game for East Lansing, number 11, Sydney Black. 5:48 to go, third quarter. DeWitt up 12, 35-23. Here's a shot put, tough luck shot put up by Ariana James. That's no good. The rebound comes away to Sydney Black. Layup is good. She's got 7. It's a 10-point game, 35-25.
Sydney Black has been probably the second best player for the Trojans here tonight.
Other than Kaylee King, who's going to be coming back into the game here at the next dead ball.
She's been the best Trojan so far. And then King right behind, and then Black right behind her.
McDonald for 3. That's no good. Rebound comes away to Sydney Black. Here comes East Lansing trying to get it into single digits. Black. She gets stopped by Tara Kearns, and they'll have to reset. Coach Tori Brooks wanting her team to move the ball. Right side, or left side, Mullins. Mullins against the man-to-man defense. Back to James. James deep on the left. She's going to drive, gets into the lane, lost control. Well, the reason she lost control is because she was fouled. Second team foul on DeWitt. Carly Dennis, the foul. That's her third. First player in the game with 3 fouls. Number 0, Andrea Island, and the aforementioned Kaylee King back in the game for EL.
They're going to discuss on the foul. They don't think it was on Dennis.
Number 0, Andrea Island. Number 44.
At least Bill McCullen says it's not.
Okay. Foul is on number 10, Maddie Ewell. That's her first. So scratch the foul on Carly Dennis and put it on Maddie Ewell. It's her first, team second. That's significant. You don't want a third foul at this stage of the game on any of your players. Get it inbounds to Kaylee King. Guarded by Dennis. Dennis to Black. Back to Dennis. Back to King. Underneath. High arcing layup. That's a tough luck miss there. Rebound, though, comes away to Sydney Black. Her third rebound of this half. She's got 6 in the game. They'll reset. 4:34 to go, third quarter. High post King. Kicks it back out. James, 3. Yes.
They needed it.
She's got 5. It's a 7-point game, 35-28. It's exactly what they wanted to do on that possession.
Their first 3-point make of the game.
Here's Maddie Ewell. Goes left side to Belland. Belland to Ewell. Left of the key. Backs it back out against the man-to-man defense. Now it's kind of a hybrid zone. They're in a 1-3-1 formation, but it is kind of a matchup zone, Doc. Left side. Here is Belland faking the 3 over to Kearns. She traveled.
Yep. Oh, one referee says foul, one referee says travel.
Yep. Oh, they call a foul on Island. Wow.
He overruled the other official, apparently.
Her first, the team second. Team fouls are 2-2 with 3:55 to go in the quarter.
We both thought it was a travel, but the backside official over here said that no, there was a foul from behind.
Ewell looking to inbound, try to get it into Dennis. She's double teamed, has to kick it back out to Kearns. Kearns left of the key, they'll reset. Here's Ewell. Left side, Belland. Kearns, deep on the right, driving baseline. Gets it underneath to Belland. Now kicks it left side. That is Dennis. Now Kearns. Here's Kearns, a deep three. That's way off, no good. Rebound.
James.
Comes away to Ariana James, her fourth rebound. Here comes East Lansing, down by 7. 3:20 to go in the quarter. Now she's double teamed right across the timeline. Gets it to Kaylee King. King looking underneath. Layup. Andrea Island. Count it. And a foul. Foul's going to be on Maddie Ewell. That's her second, the team third. It's a 5-point game all of a sudden, Doc.
Well, the trap came out here and
right in front of us.
Right in front of us. DeWitt, they couldn't get back rotation-wise. Another good pass by King, who was up here to help her teammate out. Her third assist.
Island makes the free throw. She's got 7. It's a 4-point game, 35-31.
Closest we've been since early in the second quarter.
Yes. Here's Ewell deep on the right. Left side, Belland. Belland. Right side, Ewell. 3. Yes.
Oh, that wires them down.
Ewell in double figures with 10. That's her third three-pointer. 38-31. That's a huge basket for DeWitt. Now we got a stoppage here, and that's going to allow...
Nope, they're not going to allow.
Oh, they're not going to allow Lainey Hanlon to come in.
It wasn't actual. It was a referee real quick because the ball had gotten rolled away. There wasn't actually like a stoppage in play.
Here's Klingler, deep on the left, looking underneath. Here's Island with it, looking for Kaylee King, and it's out of her reach, and it's stolen away by DeWitt's Sophia Belland. Up ahead, Tara Kearns. Kearns drives against a double team, whistle and a foul. Be the team's third. It's going to be on Klingler. Her first. Like I said, the team third. Team fouls are 3-3 now with 2:35 to go in the quarter. Kearns is 2 for 2 from the line. She's got 13 points. Both of her free throws were made here in this half. First one up. Front rim. Rolls around. Hung on the rim. Drops through.
Sat there for a while.
Lainey Hanlon in. Sophia Belland out for DeWitt. 39-31. Second one. That's good. No problem on that one. Kearns leads everybody with 15. It's 40-31. Klingler across the timeline. She's going to drive. Gets inside, puts a shot up. Wild shot, no good. Rebound comes away to Ewell. Ewell across the timeline. She's going to drive. Gets it blocked, but a foul. I think that's going to be on James.
No, I think it's on King, actually.
Nope, it
you're
is.
right.
It is James.
You are right.
Her second, team's fourth. And Ewell will go to the line for 2. She's 1 for 2 from the line tonight. She's got 10 to go with 6 rebounds.
And 5 assists.
First one's good. We get to the 8 o'clock hour. I want to let you know you're listening to your trusted source for high school sports coverage. The game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN. A Town Square media station. Got to talk quietly here. Got quiet all of a sudden as Maddie Ewell drops in the second free throw. She's got 12, and all of a sudden it's an 11-point game.
The game of runs.
7-0 run here. It was 35-31 not too long ago. Ariana James drives, puts a shot up. Yes, against Tara Kearns. That is a tough take. She's got 7. It's 42-33, 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Maddie Ewell across the timeline. Goes left side to McDonald. Now Ewell has it back. 1:45 to go in the quarter. Left side, Hanlon, Lainey Hanlon. Ewell, left side, Hanlon. She picked up her dribble, has to get it back to Ewell. Ewell, right side, Dennis. In the corner, Kearns, 3. Yes.
Ran the baseline.
Number 14, Tara.
She's got 18. 45-33.
She was working that baseline as they swung the ball
good,
around.
That's good player movement, good execution, and knocked the shot down. 12-point game. Left side, Sydney Black. Top of the key. Gets it into the corner. Ariana James, baseline. Now to Kaylee King, looking underneath. And we got a whistle and an offensive foul.
Hook by Sydney Black. She put her use her left elbow to try and create some space underneath the bucket.
It's her first, the team's fifth. And I don't think it's going to be free throws here.
Nope.
Checking into the Panthers, number 40, Sophia Bell.
1 minute to go, third quarter. If DeWitt wins this game, they are at least CAAC Blue champs. Lose, and then it's going to go to next week and could have a three-way tie. But Tara Kearns open for three. Rattles no. Rebound comes away to Ariana James. Her fifth rebound. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here inside the island, driving baseline, reverse layup, no, but a foul.
No, she stepped on the baseline.
She stepped on the baseline. Again, I was blocked by one of the officials. The baseline official had that one. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. DeWitt up 12, 45-33. Maddie Ewell across the timeline. Gets it right side to McDonald. McDonald to Ewell. Ewell deep on the left. High post, Dennis. Back to Ewell, deep on the right. 10 seconds to go, deep on the left, rather. Getting my directions confused. Left side, Kearns. Wanted to take a 25-footer, steps in from 17. Rattles, no. Out of bounds, over to East Lansing. 0.2 of a second to go. And so that'll be the end of the third quarter. As soon as they inbound the ball. And that is the end of the third quarter. DeWitt's got a 12-point lead, 45-33. With 8 minutes remaining. Come on back for the fourth. Here on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN. Brought to you by the Lansing Sports Commission and by Jeff and Chris Metz and Dowding Industries.
WVFN.
Brock Palmbos, Erik, Doc Love here at DeWitt High School. Girls basketball. DeWitt leading East Lansing 45-33 with 8 minutes remaining. Dowding Industries presentation of high school basketball. Brought to you by Jeff and Chris Metz and Dowding Industries. Always interested in individuals that have the drive and desire to be successful in work and in life. Check them out at dowdingindustries.com. And by Megan Zemer and her great staff at the Lansing Sports Commission. No matter the sport, the Lansing Sports Commission can make your next event your best event. Plan on something greater. Find out more at lansingsports.org.
Rough Riders roll.
East Lansing down by 12. They get the ball to start quarter number 4. Got to happen here, Doc.
Yep.
Here's Kaylee King, guarded by Carly Dennis. Trying to get it underneath. It's tipped away. Now we got a scrum, and I think an East Lansing foul. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Ariana James, the foul. That's her third. First foul of the fourth quarter. Not a good start for EL.
No, urgency has to be there for them, too. They got it down to, what, 5?
4.
4, you're right, 4 points.
35-31.
About midway through the third.
So it's a 10-2 run that's got it out to a 12-point game.
The Panthers, you're right, they made it a huge run. Knocking down a couple of threes was part of it.
Yep. Looking underneath to Maddie Ewell on the left side. She lost it out of bounds. Right idea, but she just couldn't catch the pass.
We had a good design play.
From Belland, yeah.
And it just didn't work out. They wanted to make sure who the foul was on because the scorer's table didn't know. In the last possession.
Coach Tori Brooks wanting some urgency at the end of the third quarter. Maybe we'll see it here in the fourth. Here is Klingler with it. Gets into the block. Up and under move. The layup. Yes, count it and a foul.
Great move. Patient in the post.
First basket of the second half. Foul on Maddie Ewell.
It's her third now.
That's her third. She's got 3. She's the only player for DeWitt that has 3 right now. Here's the free throw. Good. Sophia Klingler, she's got 7. It's a 9-point game, 45-36. And with East Lansing being down like they are, can't afford to play zone.
Nope. Got to go back to woman to woman.
Dennis to McDonald. Looking underneath. Nice cut by Carly Dennis. Shot is up. No good. Rebound, Kaylee King. Here comes East Lansing. Under 7 minutes to go. Here's Sydney Black deep on the right. DeWitt gets back, so East Lansing will have to reset. Here's James. DeWitt's played all man-to-man tonight. James looking into the corner.
Yeah, pick and roll didn't work that time.
Nope.
DeWitt shut it down.
Here's James with it. Fades from 18. Yes!
Basket by number 2.
She's got 9 points. It's a 7-point game, 45-38. 6:30 to go in regulation.
It was a tough one by James. Defender in her face, and she still knocked it down.
Knocked down an 18-footer.
And stolen away
Here's
by Klingler.
Balance, stolen away by Klingler. Here comes East Lansing. Here's that urgency that Coach Tori Brooks was talking about near the end of the third quarter. James with it. Ariana James. Down to 6:10 to go. James gets a high screen. She's going to drive. Floater from 10. No. The rebound put back by Island. Yes.
Basket by number 0.
She's got 9. It's a 5-point game, 45-40.
Remember the first matchup, East Lansing was up by 12 points early in the second quarter. Well, flip the script. They're trying to make a comeback this time.
5:47 to go. Here's Tara Kearns. Right side, Maddie Ewell. Ewell against the man-to-man defense. Here's Ballin, Sophia Ballin. Back out to Ewell. They don't have anything. Now Ewell's going to drive all the way, and she's fouled going to the basket. You know what? That's not a bad foul here for East Lansing. Foul is on number 11, Sydney Black, her second. That's the team's second.
Not a shooting foul.
And not a shooting foul. Doesn't really hurt them all that much. Because if you have to foul at the end to stop the clock, one closer to the penalty. Tara Kearns, she was open for a second, but now she's going to drive. Nice defense by Kaylee King, standing her ground, stopping that play. Didn't get the blocked shot, but played good defense, and now thrown away. Ariana James threw it away. Kearns up ahead to Carly Dennis. Sophia Belland, and now they'll reset. Golden opportunity for East Lansing there that they didn't take advantage of. Here's
Mismatch.
Maddie Ewell, layup. Yes, count it and a foul.
That one I don't know about. Might have been continuation. The foul's going to be on Kaylee King.
That's her third. The team's third. Maddie Ewell with 14 to go with 6 rebounds. 47-40. Big basket for DeWitt.
We had a mismatch out there. They had King, the center, guarding Maddie Ewell, the point guard.
5:09 to go in regulation. 47-40 DeWitt.
Sometimes your defensive rotation just doesn't get you the matchup you want.
The free throw is good, and I think we're going to get a timeout. Yes, a 30-second timeout called by DeWitt. We'll take one ourselves and come back on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVF.
Lansing sports leader, WVFA.
Brock Palmbos, Erik, Doc Love. It's 48-40. DeWitt over East Lansing as Ice Cube plays over the speakers.
And then they change it to AC/DC.
And then change it to AC/DC.
We couldn't have today was a good day. We had to switch it up to Thunderstruck.
Well, it has been a good day for DeWitt so far, and it'll be a really good day if they can finish this game because they'll clinch the CAAC Blue. A share of the CAAC Blue Championship if they win. But 5 minutes remain here, and East Lansing is down by 8.
They've made a run here in this fourth quarter.
Sophia Klingler deep on the right. Gets a screen. Stops at the free throw line. Puts it up. Around. Tough luck miss there. Rebound, Island, and she lost it.
Yeah, Ewell took it away.
Give her credit for the rebound and then the steal for Ewell. Ewell across the timeline. 4:43 to go. Here's Belland with it, top of the key. Dennis looking to drive, puts it up. No, and a late call. Ooh. Not sure about that. That foul's going to be on Kaylee King. That's her fourth, team fourth, and I think it's going to be free throws. Yes, it is.
Yeah, she was in the act of shooting.
Carly Dennis, first trip to the line. It gets real quiet all of a sudden, and she missed the first free throw.
Yeah, first one rattled in and out.
She's got 2 points to go with 4 rebounds. 48-40. DeWitt, 4:35 left in regulation. Here's the second one. That's off, no good. Rebound.
Black.
Comes away to Sydney Black. Here comes East Lansing. Klingler with it. Up and under. Shot up, no. Put back, yes.
Island.
That's Island with a rebound. She scored. She's got 11 now. 7 of her 11 points here in this second half. 48-42. East Lansing looking for a foul. Might have had a case. Here's Tara Kearns driving in the middle of the lane. Kicks it left side to McDonald, and now Ewell has it. 4:03 to go. Right side, Kearns. Kearns to Dennis. Dennis back to Bellin. Bellin on the drive, kicks it back out to Ewell, and now they're going to go.
Little delay tactic.
A little bit of a deliberate delay, and now a foul.
A little too aggressive.
Going to be on Ariana James. I think that's her third.
No, fourth. If my stat sheet is correct, she picked up one earlier in this quarter. So, yep, that's four.
It is her fourth. Team's fifth, and it's free throws here for Maddie Ewell.
And there's free throws the rest of the ball game for DeWitt. That's the team fifth for East Lansing.
5 for 6 from the line tonight. 48-42 DeWitt. 3:45 to go. The first one's good.
Maddie Ewell at the line.
She's got 16 tonight. And now what do we got?
I think Maddie has a cut.
Oh, so now the officials, they will give the DeWitt trainer.
30 seconds is what I think that's what the referee said.
Yep, we got the stopwatch here. The DeWitt people here at the scorer's table has a stopwatch. They give a reasonable amount of time to get it bandaged up and get her back out there.
Tape it up, and you're ready to go.
There we go. Put some
little athletic tape around it, a little gauze underneath it, and you're good to go.
Exactly. Yep, gauze and that athletic tape, and we're ready to go. Just underneath her left elbow. 49-42 after the free throw. Second one, that's no good. Out of bounds, off of Kaylee King. DeWitt's going to keep it.
Yeah, she couldn't corral it. The ball was kind of fading away towards her, away from her.
3:44 left in regulation. Maddie Ewell going to inbound. Looking. They get it out to Sophia Belland. Belland to Ewell. Ewell, really good ball handler. You want her handling the ball in this situation. Yeah, they are. They're going to a delay right now.
You got to step out.
3:30 to go in the game. Tara Kearns deep on the right. Back to McDonald. Now here's Kearns. Back to McDonald. Yeah, they're just playing delay. Keep away.
You got to play man, so they got to match up.
East Lansing's in man now, but they're going to have to foul. Left side, Dennis. We're down to 3:10. Yeah, they're going to have to come out and guard and trap and be aggressive. Now Ewell. Down to 3 minutes to go. Yeah, she's just dribbling through the defense here. And with no shot clock, this is what's going to happen. Now she lost the ball, but able to get it back. And now she's got it again. 2:50 to go. Now she's going to drive and pull it back out. Yeah, they're just going to keep doing this until East Lansing fouls.
Or trap. Somehow get a trap and get a steal, but you're right.
Here's Kearns.
They're just going to keep replacing.
To Dennis. 2:35. Kaylee King doesn't want to commit a foul. That'll be her fifth.
Same with James.
Here's McDonald. Guarded by James.
She nearly
now
got
Dennis.
it.
Dennis now fouled by King, but that's her fifth.
She had to. Nobody else is coming out.
Also number 44, Kaylee King.
Kaylee King fouls out with 5 points. 6 rebounds and a block.
Yep, and 3 assists and a steal, too.
Solid game for her. Could use her size, but had to give a foul there. Coach Tori Brooks not very happy with her team. Understandably so. She was trying to get them to foul and be more aggressive about, 45 seconds ago?
Madison Garant replaces her. And then
and they've got other foul trouble, too. Ariana James, one of their best players, she's got 4 fouls.
Nevaeh Vasquez comes back in, too.
So Carly Dennis to the line. She's 0 for 2 from the line, and she makes that one. Just her third point of the game. She's now 1 for 3 from the line. 50-42 DeWitt.
King had done a good job defensively on her, and she just hadn't gotten really the touches in this one.
Here's the second. Rattles. No. And now we got a timeout. It's a full timeout called by East Lansing, and we'll take one ourselves and come back on the game, 7:30 a.m., WVFN.
WVFN, Lansing sports leader.
Brock Palmbos, Erik Doc Love back here at DeWitt High School. DeWitt leading East Lansing in girls basketball 50-42. If DeWitt wins this game, they clinch a share of the CAAC Blue Championship. Both teams have 3 timeouts left. DeWitt has the possession arrow if we get a tie up here. But 2:23 to go. East Lansing 1 full timeout, 2 30-second timeouts. DeWitt has all 3 full timeouts yet left. They've used both their 30-second timeouts. 2:20 to go. Left side, Ariana James. She's going to drive. Reverse pivot, puts the shot up, rattles, no. Tough luck miss there, and now we got a foul. Sophia Belland with a rebound, and if that's on James, that's her 5th.
It is.
It is. She leaves with 9 points, 5 rebounds I've got, Doc.
Yep, same for me.
Second player for East Lansing to foul out.
We talked about that off air coming out of the halftime break.
The first free throw is no good by Sophia Belland.
As it would fouls be a factor at some point in the second half.
And it is.
It has become that for
East
the
Lansing.
Trojans. Yep.
Game's still in doubt. It's 50-42. Belland just missed the free throw.
Yep. There's still 2:12 left.
Yeah.
It's not like this is a double digit or a 20-point lead.
And,
it's
with
8
a 3-point shot the way it is, yeah.
East Lansing hasn't taken the 3-pointers as much as
they haven't
DeWitt
made
has.
one tonight.
They've made one. No, James made one in the third quarter.
Yes, she did. I missed it. Yep.
As referees are conferring about something and want to make sure they get something decided.
Yep. 2:12 left in regulation. 50-42 DeWitt over East Lansing. Good ball game here tonight at DeWitt High School. Oh, I guess that first free throw didn't count because they're giving her another free throw because she made that one and made that one. It's 52-42. So scratch that first attempt that they missed. That might have been when there was some. Now we got an offensive foul. Maddox Garant, illegal screen, Doc. That was right in front of us. That's a good call. Her first and goes the other way. 52-42 DeWitt. You may hear that through our microphones. She says it's crazy. It's crazy. Well, under 2 minutes to go. DeWitt up 10. Just passing it around. Belland with it. Tried to get it to Tara Kearns, and she does, and now Kearns is fouled. Vasquez the foul. Her third. Minute 50 left. Kearns is 4 for 4 from the line. She's got 18 points tonight. Now 19. Hit the front rim and drop through. 53-42. Here's the second. Around and good.
Around the world and through the bucket.
6 for 6 from the line tonight for Tara Kearns. 54-42. Here's Sydney Black. Taken away. Stolen. Tara Kearns with the steal. She's going to take it and up. She's going to pull it back out. It was 1-on-2, so she pulled it back out and gets it to Maddie Ewell. She's double teamed out towards midcourt. Now gets it to Kearns.
That's
Kearns, offensive foul.
Yep.
Her third, the team's second.
Regardless of the 1-on-2 down there, it's still a heads-up play to realize that you're up by 12. You don't need to go and score right now. There's a minute 30 left.
Because it's in Tara's nature, as we've seen over the last 3 years. Be aggressive. Take it to the basket. You like that. But that was a smart play. She just committed an offensive foul. Now they go right side to Sophia Klingler. Klingler looking underneath the island. Kicks it to 33. That's Garant. Now a deep 3 put up left side. That's no good. Rebound comes away to Maddie Ewell. Her 7th rebound. We're down to a minute 12 left. And you know what? East Lansing might play this out right here. Minute 5 to go. Kearns has it. Left side, Belland. And this might be it here, Doc.
Yep.
Here's Ewell. 55 seconds to go. Ewell just dribbling out towards midcourt. She's just moving around, making sure there's no 5 count on her. Dribbles to get separation, and now she's going to drive. Now a scrum forward. East Lansing's got it, and they're going to call timeout.
Klinger on the court gets a steal and
40 seconds to go.
Calls it.
We'll take a timeout ourselves and come back on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN.
WVFN.
Palmbos and Erik, Doc Love here at DeWitt High School. Looks like DeWitt's going to win this one, 54-42. They lead with 40 seconds to go, coming out of the East Lansing timeout. East Lansing has 2 timeouts left. They are in the penalty. They've been in the bonus for quite a while. Nevaeh Vasquez inbounds to Sophia Klingler. 35 seconds to go. Looking underneath, gets it to Vasquez. She lost it, but able to get it back to Garant. Now here's a 3 put up by Sydney Black. That's no good. Rebound to Belland. And now we got, nope, ball out of bounds. Ball just knocked out of bounds with 24.8 seconds left, and DeWitt's going to win this one. Tori Brooks says no fouls. So I would assume as soon as Maddie Ewell gets it across the timeline, they're going to do a little pressure here. They get it across the timeline to Maddie McDonald. And now here's Carly Dennis. Under 15 seconds to go. Sophia Belland holds it. 10 seconds to go. That's going to do it. Pass it to Tara Kearns. We're down to 5. We're down to 4. And the DeWitt Lady Panthers have clinched a share of the CAAC Blue Championship. They win it tonight over East Lansing. Well, they won by 12 in game number 1, 61-49. They win by 12 here tonight at DeWitt High School, 54-42. Post-game stats and analysis are coming up after this break. And it's another edition of This Week in High School Sports with John Ross.
It's the end of an era in Saginaw, and the Student Advisory Council is looking for 8 new members. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. On Friday night, the boys basketball teams from Saginaw High and Arthur Hill will meet for the final time ever in the regular season. It's a rivalry that started in 1910 and has seen each school win multiple state titles. After the school year, the 2 schools are consolidating into a new one, Saginaw United High School. The final regular season matchup will be played at the Dow Event Center in Saginaw, and 5,000 tickets for the game sold out in just minutes. Former Arthur Hill coach Dave Slaggert is writing a book on the rivalry titled Remember the Trojans and the Lumberjacks, and according to his research, either Saginaw or Arthur Hill has made the state quarterfinals 47 times. 36 times one of those teams reached the semifinals. The 2 have played in 18 MHSAA championship games, with Saginaw winning 6 times and Arthur Hill winning twice. Current and former NBA stars like Draymond Green and Jason Richardson have played in this game, as well as former NFL players like Lamar Woodley and Charles Rogers. That first game 114 years ago was won by Saginaw High. The winner Friday will have bragging rights for a long time, unless the 2 meet again in the postseason. They are in different districts but could meet up again for the final last time in the regional semifinals. The boys basketball district brackets will be posted on Sunday, February 18th. Log on to MHSAA.com to see the path to the Breslin Center for Saginaw High, Arthur Hill, and everyone else looking to keep their season going deep into March. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Negaunee Ella Mason. She poured in 30 points in a 57-53 win over Ishpeming. It was the first loss of the year for Ishpeming and moved Negaunee to 17-1 on the season. Alcona's Garrett Summers, his 16 points led Alcona in a 44-38 win over Mayo. The victory secured Mayo's first ever North Star League boys basketball title. And a Holt bowler, Nick Shaberg. He won a 3rd straight CAAC singles championship, rolling a 5-21 total in the championship match.
For high school seniors, the matchup of the year isn't on the field. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Yep, nearly 80% of students who fill out the FAFSA may be eligible. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with the MHSAA's Director of Officiating Services, Sam Davis.
Cheerleaders, usually at the college level, get in the sports headlines whenever an accident occurs, causing a serious injury. In Michigan, the sport of competitive cheer doesn't make the news in that regard. Why? Because this sport created by Michigan schools, has built-in safety guidelines for competition, including the proper matting and the rules which prohibit dangerous stunts, and safety judges observing the routines. Middle school competitive cheer is more restrictive, allowing the focus to be on the fundamentals that will provide a safe foundation when these athletes transition into high school and beyond. This format is exclusive to Michigan, and just another way that high school sports takes the extra step to make the games our athletes play as safe as they can possibly be.
Thanks, Sam. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, go to the MHSAA website now to register. If you're a student athlete in the class of 2026 who is interested in joining the MHSAA Student Advisory Council, now is the time to apply. The council discusses issues dealing with the 4 S's: scholarship, sportsmanship, safety, and scope. A 5th S, student leadership, is also a common topic. We're looking for 8 new members, 4 boys and 4 girls, to join our existing 8 members from the class of 2025. If selected, you would serve for 2 years and help the council promote the educational value of interscholastic athletics. Members help plan sportsmanship summits, captain's clinics, and other student leadership events. They also help hand out medals and trophies at MHSAA championship events. Council meets 6 times a year, plus attend a 24-hour summer leadership camp. It's a great way to strengthen your leadership skills, meet student athletes from across the state, and get an up-close and personal look at how high school sports are managed. To apply, please go to MHSAA.com. Applications are due by 4:30 p.m. on Monday, April 22nd. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
The Game, 7:30 a.m.
Brock Palmbos, Erik Love back here at DeWitt High School as DeWitt girls, they clinch a share of the CAAC Blue Championship by beating East Lansing here tonight, 54-42. Got to tell you about our great sponsors, Jeff and Chris Metz and Dowding Industries. They are the best. Always interested in individuals that have the drive and desire to be successful in work and in life. Check them out at dowdingindustries.com. You may find a successful future here. And, of course, Megan Zemer and her great staff at the Lansing Sports Commission. No matter the sport, the Lansing Sports Commission can make your next event your best event. Plan on something greater. Find out more at lansingsports.org. And I know they're sponsoring the NJCAA Bowling Regionals that are going on right now in the Lansing area. I believe are going on at Royal Scott, and they're sponsoring it, heavily involved in it, and they do great work. It seems like anyway, 24/7, 365. Well, here tonight, Doc, DeWitt able to win it, able to withstand a couple of runs by East Lansing to win 54-42, and one of the DeWitt people leaving me hanging there for a second.
Come on, Bob.
Exactly. But DeWitt was able to withstand a couple of runs in the second half. East Lansing got it down to 4 actually in the third quarter, and then they got it down to 5 when they were down by 12 in the fourth quarter. But then once it got down to a 5-point game, DeWitt went to a delay game. They went to a keep away, and that was the difference in the game. They put the ball in the hands of their best players, and that's Maddie Ewell and Tara Kearns, and they won the game for them.
And they made free throws late, and that's what helped seal it for them. That's why, again, another close ball game that you think, well, it's a 12-point win. It must not have been as close. They made their shots late at the charity stripe, and that helped seal it away for the Panthers.
I believe they were 6 for 8 in the final stretch. That they were able to win the game there. Foul trouble we thought might be an issue with East Lansing. It did turn out that way. Kaylee King, their top front court player off the bench, she fouled out. And Ariana James, one of their leading scorers, she fouled out as well in the fourth quarter when East Lansing had to foul to stop the clock. They eventually did, and DeWitt was able to make the free throws. How about this tonight? 14 of 19 from the line for DeWitt, compared to 7 for 9 for East Lansing. That's a difference of 7 points.
And DeWitt at halftime, it was 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Maddie Ewell went 1 for 2 in the second quarter, and then all of a sudden they go 13 for 17 in the second half.
I'm counting up the 3-point baskets here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. DeWitt had 8 3-point baskets in this game.
And East Lansing made 1.
They made 1. There you go. Well, that's one of that. The free throws and the 3-point shooting.
The three-point shot was dropping for DeWitt in the first half.
Yeah.
They didn't go to it in the second half. They didn't need to because they were going to the free throw line.
Yep, and they were able to get it done, and they win it tonight, 54 to 42.
That's why they're such a good team, Brock. I mean, they can beat you in several different ways. Beat you at the three-point line and then beat you at the charity stripe.
Absolutely. With the win tonight, DeWitt is now 10-0 in league play. They've at least clinched the co-championship in the CAAC Blue. They are now 17-2 overall. East Lansing drops to 7-3 in league play. They drop to 11-6 overall, and now Coach Torrey Brooks has to get them ready for the districts.
Yep.
But
the blue is out of their reach now, but you got to
is.
move on to the next. Finish out the regular season, and then get ready for playoffs.
And DeWitt, if they can beat Holt next week, they'll be the outright league champs again in the CAAC Blue. DeWitt wins it tonight, 54 to 42. Rebounding wise, looking at the stats, East Lansing out-rebounded DeWitt tonight, 26-22.
Doesn't happen too often that you win the rebounding battle and then you lose the game overall. So you win the battle, you lose the war.
Lose the game by 12 points.
Yeah.
And but the other stats, 14 made free throws to 7 for East Lansing, 8 3-point baskets for DeWitt compared to 1 for East Lansing. Those are the two deals right there. And let's get to the stats right now here. For East Lansing, they were led in scoring by Andrea Island off the bench. She had 11 points, 5 rebounds tonight. She led the way for them. Ariana James, before fouling out, she had 9 points and 5 rebounds. Nevaeh Vasquez, 3 points on the night. Sophia Klingler, 7 points and 1 rebound. Sydney Black, 7 points, 7 rebounds. Annika Mullins did not score. And Kaylee King, who was really good in the first half, really struggled in the second half due to foul trouble. She had 5 points, 6 rebounds, and a block. 26 rebounds as a team. Mentioned only 1 3-point basket made tonight. They were 7 of 9 from the free throw line. For DeWitt, they were 14 of 19 from the line. They had 22 rebounds as a team. Maddie Ewell, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. She wasn't the leading scorer, however. Her backcourt mate, Tara Kearns, she had 20 tonight to go with 1 rebound, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Carly Dennis, 3 points, 4 rebounds on the night. Riley Hanlon had a 3-pointer off the bench. Lainey Hanlon didn't score, but she had 1 rebound. Maddie McDonald, 3 points, 3 rebounds. That was all in the first half. Sophia Belland off the bench. She had 9 points and 6 rebounds. Again, 22 rebounds as a team, 14 of 19 from the free throw line. So DeWitt wins it 54 to 42. They are now 17-2 overall, 10-0 in the CAAC Blue. They are CAAC Blue co-champs. East Lansing drops to 7-3 in the league. They are 11-6. We'll come back, and Eric's going to give us his players of the game and tell you what's coming up on Saturday. Oh, yes, Bill McCullen. Well, we'll tell you about that on the other side. I'm getting ahead of myself. As per usual, this is the game, 730 AM WVFN, your trusted source for high school sports coverage.
WVFN.
Brock Palmbos, Erik Doc Love back here at DeWitt High School one final time. DeWitt wins it 54-42 over East Lansing. DeWitt is they've clinched a share of the CAAC Blue Championship with their win tonight. They're 10-0 in league play, 17-2 overall, and we don't usually do this, but Coach Bill McCullen came over after he was talking to some of the parents, and he came over to get some scorebook, and we just waved him over, and he's joining us here for a brief, short post-game interview. Coach Bill McCullen in his 28th season with DeWitt. Good performance tonight, Coach, and it got a bit hairy there in the second half. They, meaning East Lansing, got a 12, 13-point lead down to 4 or 5, but when you had to get it done, you put the ball in the hands of your 2 best players, your veterans, Maddie Ewell and Tara Kearns. They got it done for you.
They did, and yeah, we expected East Lansing would make that run, all right, and that's why at halftime we were saying we've got to have a run of our own to expand this lead, and they came out with a lot of energy in the third quarter. I think Maddie hit a 3 when they got it to 4, and then we may have come back with 2 free throws right after that, and it was right back to a 9-point lead, and kids took care of the ball, for the next quarter and hit some free throws.
So Ewell with 16, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Kearns with 20 out there as well. The backcourt obviously leads your squad for the most part, but players like Belland and Riley Hanlon coming off the bench. What do they give to your team helping you out like that?
Yeah, you're not going to win big games if you don't get some contributions off the bench. And so I thought Riley Hanlon's three was big in the first half.
Yep.
Sophie Belland, Brock, we talked about her before the game.
Yeah,
she was
her.
a key player over there in the second half, and I think she made some plays again tonight. A couple big defensive rebounds and deflections, and hit some free throws. It can't just be about our two guards, even though they combined for 36 tonight. The other kids played really well. I love the defense that we got out of all of our kids. Carly on their post players.
Kaylee King,
And Lainey Hanlon, I thought, had a great game defensively for us.
She only had one rebound tonight, but you mentioned it, defense.
Yeah, well, I felt like we should have been up about 10-2 in the first quarter because we turned them over like 4 times in a row and got 0 points out of it. And she was a big part of, I think, 3 of those 4 turnovers. To get us, just give us a spark and kind of set the tone for attacking defensively.
Coach Bill McCullen joining us here on the post game show. You talk about the defense. You only allowed 1 3-pointer tonight. That was the one in the second half by Ariana James, whereas you had 8 3-point baskets. You kind of figured that with East Lansing playing as much zone as they did, you're going to have some open looks, and you did make some in the second half. In the first half.
In the first half, I think we hit 5 or 6 of them in the first half to get us that lead. And over at their place, it was all man, and we won the game pretty much at the foul line. And we shot like 30-some free throws the first time we played, and drew a lot of fouls going to the hoop. So we weren't surprised to see a zone tonight that also allows them to have those 2 posts in there together. And they've been doing it the last few games. I mean, we just beat a good team that was playing well. And
they had won 6 straight.
Yeah.
Coach, one more for you. You had the lead. The team built it up. You were up 10. You're up 15. You're up 12 different times. And East Lansing kept making runs. What does your team go through in those kind of experiences when another squad comes in, like they make a quick 6-0 run, 7-0 run? What do you tell your team at that, and what do you expect from them and those kind of things to kind of slow things down? Because every time East Lansing made that run, your team came in right back into it.
Yeah, I like the response. I don't like to burn timeouts in those types of situations because we try to build a culture where we're kind of trusting our kids to play through some adversity and step up and answer their run. And I thought we did 3 or 4 times, like you said, in this game where it looked like they might start to make a run and then somebody made a 3 or somebody got fouled and hit 2 free throws and just kind of calmed everything down for a possession.
One of the last ones for me. When you got down to the last 3 or 4 minutes, you put the ball in the hands of Maddie Ewell, and you went to kind of a semi-delay game. You made East Lansing come chase you a little bit, and that really you were able to drain about a minute or so, maybe even more of the clock there in the fourth quarter. It's got to be a tremendous advantage when you have a lead like you do. 7-8 point lead with 4 minutes to go. You can just put the ball in the hands of Maddie Ewell, and she can make the right decisions and dribble around and kill some clock.
Yeah, well, and that's again where the advantage of having the 5 guards out there is a big deal because all 5 of them can handle it. And at that point, I think they had 4 fouls, and we wanted to make someone give one, and there were 2 kids out there with 4 fouls.
Yeah, James and King.
And so that may have helped us to kill a little bit more time before the fouling started.
8 3-point baskets made for you, only 1 for East Lansing, 14 of 19 from the free throw line compared to 7 of 9 for East Lansing. You did lose the rebounding battle. They had 26 rebounds to 22, but it's fairly even. But, hey, you win tonight. You're league co-champs.
Yes.
10-0 in league play, 17-2 overall. How does it feel to be co-champs in the CAAC Blue, which is always competitive?
Yeah, it feels great, and the work's not done. We still have to go to Holt.
That won't be easy.
Who's still in contention to get themselves a share. We had a similar scenario last year where they had the lead in the league on us.
Oh, right.
And we had to claw our way back in, to get a tie. So we're expecting their best effort on Tuesday. And then we've got a tough game with Waverly after that. So, we got 2 left to try and clinch this thing outright.
Coach Bill McCullen, 28th season for DeWitt. Thanks so much for coming on in the post-game show. This was, live radio at its best. happens sometimes.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks so much, Coach.
Thanks, fellas.
We'll talk to you Saturday on High School Rewind. Talk to you about 10:20 or so. Thanks so much, Coach. Bill McCullen joining us here on the post-game show. First time we've done that this season, and the only reason I grabbed him is because he came over to his bench to pick up a scorebook and a couple other things. And I'm just like, wait, we're waving him over. Thanks to Mike Bry for helping us out, the athletic director, for helping us. A good perspective on him. And I'm glad he mentioned one of the people, Lainey Hanlon.
Yep.
Had only one rebound tonight. She did not score. She didn't have a block shot. I don't even think she had an assist tonight.
Nope.
And she was one of the first players he mentioned. It just shows you how important defense is with this team. Tough man-to-man defense tonight. And
she had 4 steals. They all came in that first quarter, but he mentioned they got those. They had those turnovers back to back to back, whatever it was, but they didn't score out of it.
Yep. So that was absolutely a big time for them.
Hey, you always got to have those players that contribute some other way.
Yep. And
somebody
they've got
who knows their role.
And they've got it. And Coach McCullen walking by us says, Hanlon, thumbs up. Yeah. Yeah. Lainey Hanlon, 1 rebound tonight, 4 steals, and she's the first player he mentions tonight. Shows you how it is here. All right.
Players of the game. We didn't do players of the game. I got to put my statutes away.
Players of the game tonight. First for East Lansing. Only 1 player in double figures tonight, and it was Andrea Island off the bench. 11 points, 5 rebounds. But, hey, your choice. You pick.
This one was a real tough one for me. You said only 1 person double figures. Kaylee King had a good first half, but then got saddled with foul trouble in the second half.
Yeah.
So, Island had 11 and 5. Ariana James had 9 and 5 as well. But I thought Sydney Black, the freshman off the bench, 7 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal.
All right.
There were times that when they were down, especially in the first quarter, she came off the bench and sparked them, man. She had 5 points in that first quarter. So, she had overall only had 7. But I felt like when she came in, things changed a little bit. And every time she came in, they made runs at least.
And for DeWitt tonight, well, they had 2 players in double figures. It was Tara Kearns and Maddie Ewell. I got a feeling it's going to be one of them, but maybe not. I could be surprised.
No, it is. Kearns had 20 and a rebound and 3 steals, but Maddie Ewell just filling out the stat sheet. 16 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, had a steal as well. Knocked down 3 threes in the ball game. So, and her defense was good too. She was out there and made some plays on Ariana James too when they were matched up on one-on-one as well. So I thought Maddie Ewell was the Panther of the game, not just because she fell off the stat sheet, but also definitely too.
All right. Well, that'll do it for us here from DeWitt High School. DeWitt wins at 54-42. Coach Bill McCullen, who you just heard in the postgame show, will join me Saturday morning about 10:20 or so for High School Rewind. Brian Calloway is going to join me as well. The weekly show during the season that recaps the week that was in high school boys and girls basketball. Always fun to do a girls game. We like doing it. We'd love to do more. Schedule doesn't always work out for us. And but good one here tonight, and who knows about next week. We are looking at Okemos at East Lansing boys a week from tomorrow night to close out the boys' regular season, but can't say definitely. Talk.
I'll talk for a second here so Brock can get this cough out. We haven't decided exactly what we're going to do. We're leaning towards that East Lansing Okemos ball game, but we haven't exactly gotten to that yet. We're waiting to see how things work out.
Exactly, because Waverly's victory over Okemos on Monday night in overtime on the boys' side, East Lansing could have the thing clinched by the time they play coming up a week from Friday. So we'll see.
It would make the game not inconsequential, but it wouldn't have the weight that it would normally.
Right, exactly. So we'll let you know early next week what game we're going to do. We'll talk over the weekend and figure out what game we're going to do. And again, High School Rewind coming up Saturday morning, 10 a.m. until 11 here on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN. Hey, Maddie Ewell came over and said hi and said, hey, thanks for coming out tonight. We appreciate it. We liked coming out. We could do a girls game next week. We may do a girls district final coming up in March. We'll just have to wait and see. That's going to do it for us here at DeWitt High School. For Eric Doc Love, I'm Brock Palmbos. I've got to thank Mike Bride, the athletic director here at DeWitt, for helping us out here tonight. For Eric Doc Love, I'm Brock Palmbos. Thank you for listening. You've been listening to your trusted source for high school sports coverage. The game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN and the Lansing Sports Network. Again, the final score. The DeWitt Lady Panthers, 54. The East Lansing Lady Trojans, 42. We now rejoin ESPN Radio, already in progress. On the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN. Good night, everybody.